Welcome back everybody to episode 7 of the FireBlade Revival series, and most likely the last episode of this series. Well, anyway, let's go ahead and get this started. I never liked these silver frame sliders. I think I'm going to go ahead and unbolt them, hit them with a little bit of sandpaper, followed by a couple coats of gray primer, and a couple coats of black paint, followed with some matte clear paint. There, I'd say those look a little bit better than before. This is part of the chain guard. It's plastic and faded and looks awful. Well, time to paint it. Alright, I'd say that looks a lot better too. Man, I wish there was something I could do about that chrome though. Oh well. I heard you guys from a few episodes back, and I found a way to hold a servo in the fully open position. It just wouldn't be a proper project bike without some zip ties. Okay, I guess I should address the elephant in the room, and that's the question as to where have these episodes been. In about a month now I haven't made anything. And that's because I was so fortunate to be able to work with Monster Fairings, and they were kind enough to send me out a complete kit for the FireBlade. I've used Monster Fairings in the past, and I've always been super happy with the results. They are the same fairings that you see on my 2008 Honda CBR600RR. As you guys know, fairings take a while for them to be made and shipped across the world, so that's why it took so long. I wanted to do the fairings in this episode. Anyway, let's go ahead and finish unboxing and setting out these fairings and taking a look at what we have.
Okay, so here we have some heat shielding, and here's how everything is packaged. Looks to be pretty good. So let's go ahead and start taking pieces out.
So the reason why I decided to go with aftermarket fairings was because the original color of the FireBlade was red. One of the previous owners painted it black. Now, I've used a couple different aftermarket fairings in the past, and Monster Fairings is the best quality in terms of fitment I could find for a bike. They are a bit more expensive than some of the other options, but trust me, you get what you are paying for, and I'm very happy with this kit. In order to help protect these brand new fairings, I decided to use a ceramic coating. Now obviously I'm not a detailer, and there's plenty of real information around the internet that can give you a much better explanation of what ceramic coating is and what it does. My HeroRR layman version of it is that it's basically a better version of a traditional paste wax. Now obviously it's not a wax, but it does help protect the surface and repel water. Oh, and the coating lasts for up to 2 years, whereas regular paste wax lasts, what, like 3 months? I did a ton of research on which ceramic coating to buy, and this sea quartz is regarded as one of the best options for consumers. I'll have a link in the description if you are interested. It's great stuff and easy to apply, and one little bottle will probably do like 5 or 6 bikes, so it's definitely worth it. Now it's time to remove the fairings. Luckily for me, I don't have a lot of the fairings on, so this should be pretty easy. Although I guess in retrospect, it was a stupid idea for me to put these on in the first place. It was nice seeing it look sort of like a bike while I was working on it though. It definitely helps with some motivation to finish the project. I did not get a lot of video of me working on this 954 putting the fairings on. The fairings, just like all sport bikes, are really difficult to put on. I mean, it requires a lot of stretching and trying to get it to work all right. It took a lot of time, and basically it was too much to try to film it and do it. I had to take things off, redo them a lot, and that's not the aftermarket fairings fault. Part of that is the fact that I don't have the original fairings, I don't have the original bolts, so it's hard for me to like really compare, and I didn't know how they went on, so I had to like learn and trial and error where things had to go. I got these mirrors off Amazon. They were like $18. They're kind of crappy, and by what I mean by kind of crappy, I mean they're really crappy, but they do work. They will serve their purpose, and they are gonna be required to get a sticker for this bike, so I guess it's a necessary evil to have. I felt like the bike was sort of missing something, and then I realized that it was missing the red stripe on the tank and the little Honda logo. Now I need you guys to cut me a little bit of slack here. I'm not good at placing vinyl. I know it's not perfect, it's not exactly right and all that stuff, but it came out pretty good, especially for my standard. Again, I suck with stickers and vinyl, and I feel like I always screw it up, but it turned out alright, so I'm happy with that.